What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video from the 10-7 MMA show. And we have some major UFC announcements that I want to talk about and comment on. And so here we go. Let's get right into it. Okay. Announcement number one is they have found a replacement for Dan Hooker. I got to say, this is the one I'm least excited about. They've replaced Dan Hooker with Fiziev. And obviously, Fiziev is an exciting fighter. Incredible striking. But we already saw it. We already saw this fight, and Gaethje won, and it was a close fight. And that was Gaethje as the vet, as the legend, as one of the favorite fighters in the entire organization, somebody that everybody loves. He took that one for the company, and he fought Fiziev when he didn't have to, and he won. And so to me, this is disappointing. I get it though. The UFC is in a tough spot. This is a last minute pullout. What are you going to do? Dan Hooker probably wants to fight, but they probably won't let him because of his broken hand. So on this short notice, who could they find? I know Moicano raised his hand. I know a couple other folks raised his hand. I would have much rather wanted to see a fresh matchup. Plus, I just feel bad for Gaethje. Why does he have to fight Fiziev again? He already won the fight. I'm not thrilled with this matchup, but I understand why the UFC made it, because they're in a tight spot and probably it didn't work out for other fighters. I bet you that Moicano would have taken the fight, but maybe he couldn't be cleared because he just fought Islam not too long ago. Who else was it that raised their hand? I heard, I can't remember. There's another fighter in the lightweight division that also volunteered. Gamrot. I think Gamrot also volunteered or supposedly tweeted that. Who knows? Maybe he couldn't actually make weight in time or whatnot. But anyways, I guess it's a rematch, and yeah, it's just such a bummer because what does Gaethje get out of beating Fiziev? You already beat him, and then it's just an opportunity for Fiziev, huge opportunity for him. Hopefully, Gaethje got plenty of compensation for this one. Now, that being said, it was a really fun fight the first time, so it's going to be a great fight. Obviously, I'm watching it. Obviously, I'm always excited to see Justin Gaethje fight. It's almost like, because Justin Gaethje is so beloved, I feel bad for the guy because I want something that's going to elevate him potentially. I thought Dan Hooker was a great matchup since Dan Hooker's got forward momentum. Plus, we all love Dan Hooker as well. So it is what it is, but the UFC has to do what they have to do. So not trying to criticize them. I know they are doing their best on this short notice replacement. Okay, fight number two. This one is so good. Hill versus Rountree. Jamahal Hill versus Rountree. This is a striker's delight. They were supposed to fight a year ago, and Jamahal Hill got injured a little under a year ago. Jamahal Hill got injured. He had to pull out. And then, I think we saw Khalil Rountree versus Anthony Smith. And we remember how that went. Khalil's just a legend. And then Khalil had this epic fight the last time we saw him in the octagon. He fought, what's it called? Alex Pereira in my favorite fight of 2024. That was my number one fight. I love that fight. I was so into it. I can't believe not more people chose that fight. A lot of people chose Gaethje versus, dude, I'm having total brain meltdown right now. Our boy Max Holloway. Sorry, everybody chose that as the fight of the year, which was a great fight. Don't get me wrong. Shout out to Gaethje, shout out to Max Holloway. But that, to me, Rountree Pereira was incredible. The entire story, the arc, how nobody thought Khalil had a chance. And then Khalil was winning the first two rounds, beating up Alex. And then Alex out of nowhere came back. It was incredible. But anyways, just goes to show how unbelievable Rountree is. And Hill is striker first. Obviously, Hill can take it to the ground too. He talks about how he's a well-rounded mixed martial artist. So, of course, this can go anywhere. But I'd say 90% chance this is going to be striker's delay. Let's see what goes down. Let's see if Hill can bounce back. Let's see if Rountree can put on a clinic and show what he's all about. And if Rountree does get that victory, he'll be back in the title mix. Great, great, great fight. Cannot wait for this one. All right. And last one. This one's crazy. I can't believe they announced it. But, yo, the UFC, they had to do it. They had to book this sooner rather than later. So, we come off, we hear this fight announcement off the heels of Bryce Mitchell's super controversial statements. Dana White even said, hey, that's the beauty of the sport. He was so mad over the comments. He said, well, the beauty of the sport is we get to watch Bryce Mitchell get beat up now. So in true form to what he said, they booked the fight right away. I think actually Jean Silva, was calling out Bryce Mitchell, and he got it. Now, this fight is probably the craziest, biggest, most anticipated fight for all the wrong reasons because of Bryce Mitchell's controversial statements. He since went on the Jackson podcast. A lot of people got pissed at Bear. I made a video about that as well. That was a crazy podcast appearance. But anyways, for people, whatever it is, everybody's going to be watching this fight. This is such a crazy opportunity for Jean Silva. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar with Jean Silva, I doubt you are. But if you are, he just fought last Saturday on the Henry Cejudo card against Bogdasarian. I think is I can't remember the last name 100%. I think it's Bogdasarian. Oh wait, I have it down here. Yeah, Bogdasarian. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Woo! Incredible fight. Jean Silva is such a fun style. He's a Muay Thai background, which I love Muay Thai, as I've mentioned many times on the channel. And his striking is incredible. He's having fun in there. He's high-fiving. I know the commentators weren't loving that, but hey, I like that he's having fun and enjoying himself in there, keeping it loose, keeping it light, throwing some crazy strikes. And they're dancing around, feeling each other out, and then boom, just a hard right cross. One shot knockout. The ref didn't call it, so he went into the ground and pound, finished it off. It was pretty brutal. Wish the ref would have just waved it off right there. Bogdasarian was out. But anyways, that fight. And then if you didn't see his fight before against Drew Dober, dude, this guy is insane. That Drew Dober fight was bananas. Drew Dober got beat up and bloodied so badly, but he stuck in there like a true legend, a true champ that he is. But Jean Silva, man, his striking, spinning elbows, all sorts of crazy strikes that he throws. He is brutal on the feet. Now, I imagine Bryce Mitchell is going to have the advantage on the ground. But, man, if Jean Silva can go in and pull this off, this will be so massive for him. This will be better than even beating somebody in the top 5 or top 10, I would say. There's going to be so many eyeballs on this fight. So, massive opportunity for Jean Silva. And, hey, if Bryce Mitchell pulls it off, who knows? Maybe he can make a comeback in the eyes of UFC fans. We shall see. But this is a big fight. This is a big announcement. I think it's UFC 314, I believe. Can't remember if it's 13 or 14, but one of the two. It's going to be happening it can't be UFC 331. What am I talking about? It would have to be 314 at the earliest, because Jean Silva just fought last weekend, and he probably took no damage, but still. Anyways, crazy fight announcements. This is the one that I'm most excited about. Lots of drama. Going to be tons of eyeballs on this. Wild. UFC is on fire. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys as excited as I am to see these fights? Are you happy for these announcements? Do you also feel a little disappointed with Gaethje versus Fiziev? Again, I know the UFC is doing the best with what they have and what they can pull together on this last-minute replacement, but do you guys feel the same way? Or are you guys just saying, oh, yo, that first fight was so exciting, we want to see the rematch? Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for joining. We'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.